Hey Taurus, or Chinese your snake, fixed earth, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. It's your empathetic medium Megan. We're going to do a message for you, so just take what resonates. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your support. I truly do appreciate all of you. Obviously, the title will bring you in, but we're going to find out what that title will be. So, a message for Taurus, we have someone's trying to convince you that you are something that you are not. You're not going to let them win. Do not let them win, Taurus. Someone's trying to tell you that you are something that you are not. There could be a few things. There could be somebody trying to say, like, you never give them the time, or maybe this person seems like maybe like they're so busy and they're kind of like under pressure, but they're trying to make you feel like in a certain way because it's being projected onto you. You're not going to let them win because it's a projection that doesn't need to be on you. It needs to be within them so that they can face it themselves. So I do feel like lots of people could also be trying to say, like, you're drinking a lot, maybe, so they're trying to, label you as an alcoholic, like, or somebody could be trying to say, like, you are anything. Okay, I don't really like getting into it, but I'm feeling a few things. It could be like bad parent, bad this, like you aren't doing so good at work, so they're trying to convince you that you are unable to do something. Trying to make you feel like sorry for yourself, because really, like I said, it's a projection that these people are trying to project onto you. It's a reflection of who they are, and they need to face these things alone. There's just so much going on with just this one message coming through for you guys, Taurus. So I do feel like during your full moon, you will have a better chance at releasing and detoxing a lot of these energies. I'm gonna get an Osho Zen with this one specifically. Someone's trying to convince you that you're something that you are not. This is a rebirth of yourself. Number 10 could be specific. 10th house could be specific. Capricorn, Saturn, control. This is your rebirth and your time to kind of like, just like the phoenix rising from the ashes of the flames of death. The ashes and the death, the flames were from the control, but you've allowed yourself to be free from the control of the situation. Well, you are. That's what they're telling you. You're going to rebirth, find the strength inside you, the courage to also relieve yourself of the control. Almost kind of like if you were to be in handcuffs, you find a way out of these handcuffs because you're being handcuffed wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's trying to control you, and it's not right. It's not right at all. And I feel like you have a sense of above these people. You are above these people, is what I'm hearing. Like, God is telling me that Taurus is actually above these people. That's why they don't want to see you do better. That's why they're trying to control you, trying to convince you that you're something that you are not, so that you don't actually manifest this beautiful life that you could potentially be the next millionaire. You could potentially be, the next singer, the next best tarot card reader, the next whatever it is that you want to do in your life. You could potentially be the best one at it, and people are trying to make it so that you can't, because they don't want to see that kind of good in the world, that kind of change, that kind of recognition that you could get. But their envy, their jealous would get in the way of that. They wouldn't actually be able to be happy for you, so they try to keep you held back. That's crazy. People are nuts out here, man. I don't know why people can't mind their own business. You have a message from an old past or an ex here that says, it's too hard trying to forget the person that I had the best memories with. It's easier to be reminded of you. And I wish I could have accepted the love my heart holds for you, because it still does, when I had the chance. Because now it's sitting there and I regret not allowing myself to accept it when I had that chance to accept it. And I'm actually going to get you a Mermaids and Dolphins oracle with that message specifically. It does say break free. And you know what? It's exactly what you're trying to do here in this whole situation. Maybe you've already gotten yourself good at breaking free from things and old situations and habits and cycles that just weren't, aligning with you anymore. The trying different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So this is you always trying different experiences and different ventures and trying to, delve on your own aspirations and stuff like that. And that is the way that you learn. That is the way that you grow. That is you having a rebirth fully from always breaking free and always being the phoenix, rising from the ashes of the flames of death to start a brand new journey. And synchronicity too with the dolphin. Okay, there is something about friendly energy, friendly being friendly with yourself, or just being in a sense of friendly towards the kindness, you know, that act of kindness is the feeling I'm getting with that. Another message though, I'm trying to, let's see, right here is where they're telling me to lead. Flossy. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? I'm flossy. That's really, I'm bossy, but hey. I'm flossy. You can't stop me. I'm too flossy. You guys flowering on the bottom? Yeah, you guys are definitely blossoming. What's this? Oh, flossy. Something about throat chakra. I sense my throat's trying to get out here. You got aloneness. Kind of getting a message that says you are the only one that rocks this flossiness as much as you do, so you're kind of alone in the way that you rock your flossiness. So then this means like the way that you're flossy is not like somebody else would be flossy. Okay, you're a whole authentic flossy, your own way, your own energy, your own individualness, right? All of you that are watching this Taurus's energy, you guys all have a unique individual part of yourself that is flossy, but none of them is the same. All of you have a maybe something with Flossie could be style. Some of you guys really know how to like dress and look good, and like really it's not for anybody else but yourself, you know what I'm saying? But you know you look good. You know you flossing. All right. If it's like your hair, your makeup, and you're always looking good with your hair and your makeup, and you're just like, I know I look good. You know, everybody does it in their own unique way is what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's not everybody does it the same. And then another kind of flossy could be the way that you treat other people. You treat other people really good. You're flossing with that. You're doing a great job. You see what I'm saying? Everybody does things differently, and none of you are doing it the same, but you're all doing it in a good way. Aloneness is another thing that maybe you've gained your own flossiness on your own. So that's why it wouldn't be like other people's at all. Number 9 with that, by the way, could be something about the 9th house Sagittarius' energy, or of course Jupiter. I'm gonna get the tarot. We're gonna add the tarot into this bad boy and see what's going on. Now I'm using these ones. I'm not 100% sure where they are. I think it's the Witch Tarot. Could be the Witch Tarot. Oops. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. What's the pinpointing energy to this right now? The Two of Swords in the reversal. Yeah, it's exactly what this is about. You're no longer blinded by some kind of truth. The truth is there. You are now able to see the truth. You were not unable to see it. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so with the Two of Swords in the reverse, it's a sense as well as decision, decisive feelings. Being able to be decisive about a decision instead of feeling indecisive and overwhelmed with all of these like pros and cons. You finally just feel decisive about what you want instead, right? And that's a grounded type of feeling. Grounded and sturdy, stable energy, which you should be. Libra's energy, Two of Swords. This could have just happened for you right at the last day of Libra. We're in Scorpio season now. You guys are on your love crazy roller coaster train, in your opposite sign. Your full moon is coming up on the 28th, of course. So like I said, there's a lot of things that you guys could be truly letting go of. The Two of Swords also in the reverse is giving me this this feeling that some things could be revealed, but it's a lot of information. It's information overload kind of feeling. I get that you guys are very emotionally guarded too, though. Okay, like you guys do feel guarded within yourself. Like you're defending yourself. You're trying to not allow people to make you feel indecisive again or blind you by something. You know, not be able to have people tell you the truth, kind of thing. So I do feel like emotional guardedness is happening with the Two of Swords in the reverse too. But I feel like you are trying to break free and rebirth yourself from all of these situations. But there is a sense of you are able to see something a little bit more clear than you were able to before. Maybe something about somebody who is money hungry, marrying for money, somebody who married somebody already for money, but somebody who's money hungry, somebody who's very greedy, and also somebody who, if they are a parent, they're kind of they abandon their children. They're not really there for their children. They're kind of cruel. Okay, they're very cold and heartless. I'm feeling that maybe somebody does have like some kind of attachment to you and you're not allowing it to be an attachment. They're trying to attach themselves to you when you're not trying to have that. So that's why you're emotionally detached at this time. Four Swords, you're trying to rest, you know, and it could be a breakup. It could have been somebody that you really cared about. It could have been just a friendship breakup, you know what I'm saying? Somebody you actually had passion for at one point. And there was something that wasn't going anywhere with somebody. You tried to be strong, but it just kept red flag after red flag. I'm getting red flag. Something about red flagging. This is a very interesting reading. It's not It's kind of all over the place. Some of these readings will go like in order and be like in a line of things, and they'll sync up to the timeline really well. But others just kind of go from one part of the timeline to the next, to the next, to the next. And this is definitely one of those readings where it's kind of pointing in different directions and into different placements all over the place. And you guys are going to have to be the ones that take the initiative to know exactly what it is pointing to for your life, because a lot of you could be on different timelines and different things like that. I do feel like I'm pulling in a few Tauruses today. The love, and I don't get very many people, that's why I say just a few, because it's usually I get maybe like my max usually is like 30 to 40 views at times. It's not always like that, sometimes like 18 views, whatever it may be. So it's like my main, usually I get at least up to 3 views or more. Okay, it's usually that. But the thing is I'm feeling like I'm pulling in at least about 7 or 8 Tauruses today. And I feel as if you guys have been definitely dealing with a lot of different things, but you guys have been dealing with a lot of similar things, but just on different parts of your timeline. So, you know, I could be talking to like 3 different Tauruses who are all going through a lot of the similar things currently, but then there's 3 other Tauruses that I'm talking to that have already gone through this like a few short periods ago. And then I'm also could probably talking about the other 3 that I'm talking to have already been dealing with this for 3 years now at this point. And there's still a lot of going back and forth, reflecting and looking back and kind of putting things into introspection, stuff like that, right? So you're all on something, you're all trying to figure out something, and you have broken free from a lot of very like, what would be the word, catastrophe, like very catastrophe feelings of situations that could have been catastrophic. That's what I'm looking for. You have Gemini's energy too, so the Lovers being in the reverse could be a breakup, could be a friendship that no longer is a friendship. Arguments, disagreements, and or stuff like that is just not coming through as well as you would like it to be. And the Hermit in the reverse does seem to me withdrawal, you know, lots of shadow work, introspection, of course. Another feeling with this is kind of like resentment. There's some kind of resentment or fear of rejection. Yeah, there's death. So in Scorpio season, things are about to change. Something about maybe Mercury's placement as well. Or, I mean, you guys are Venus already too with Libra, but Venus could be specific at this time. There's something about an injustice taking place. Yep, you got the Libra's, it's so heavy. You have the Justice in the reverse, and then you have the 4 of Swords, and then you have the 2 of Swords, remember? Okay, all these are Libra. All air sign energy that you're dealing with in this situation right now. And air is just all about mentality, thought, the process up here, up in the mind. There's some kind of rest that you're going to need to take because there was some kind of it was an unjustified feeling. Something happened, it was unfair, it wasn't quite equal. There was no equal part to this situation, and it drained you from something really, really deeply. That's why you're emotionally so guarded and so feeling kind of defeated. Somebody's trying to convince you something that you're not. Yet again, you're not going to let them win. You already know how FLOSSY you are. How could you allow anybody to take that away from you? You know, you're a kind person. You are presentable. You are, you know what? I don't see you ever being forceful on anybody else. I feel like you guys, specifically Taurus, you know, you are very fair. And so when you're not treated fair, you really take it to heart. And that's why you're a little bit emotionally like not so attached to the situation. You're trying not to be. And you're trying to break free, and you're just trying to maybe live your life in different ways, and then just try to put your attention to some different things and stuff like that, but you're still internally dealing with a lot of the stuff. And because of your own aloneness, you've kind of enhanced on your own personality, which has brought you into more flossiness. You know what I mean? That's the feeling. It's just more of you becoming more enlightening, more spiritually, you know, inclined with your psychic abilities and your intuition, and just really allowing yourself to just unfold in the ways that are beautiful. Because look, when a flower, you know, goes to sleep at night and then unfolds in the morning, it's just so beautiful. You know what I mean? You got to allow that to be what it is and take its place and take its role in your life. You are a beautiful flower, and you need to unfold in the way that you will, and nobody can control that. Nobody should control that. You guys are just dealing with a lot of injustices at this time. I mean, as much as you want to rejuvenate too, you do. You want to like rejuvenate, reactivate, you know, kind of like revitalize yourself here. Osho's in with this though. What is this justice comparison? There's no comparison to you to anybody else. Even all the Tauruses that are watching this, you versus another Taurus, there's no comparison between the two of you either. Okay? This bamboo tree does what it needs to do, and it does wonders for the environment it is in. This redwood tree, I don't know what it really is, but I always kind of put it as a redwood. Okay, this redwood tree does what it needs to do for its environment, and it does a beautiful job. It doesn't need to be the same, do they? But they're placed in the environment they're placed in for the specific reason of you need to be what can be nutritious and nurturing to that environment. Okay, comparison, no such thing, integration, yeah. But you've been compromising too many things, which has been postponing certain things. As much as you like to share and you would like to travel and be your own creator, so much fighting and so much, arrogance, ignorance, patience. You're just going to keep being patience because there is some kind of ending. And the ending to some kind of suppression, your inner voice has been trying to speak to you some new abundant feelings, new abundant feelings. The 10 of Cups is on the bottom, so some kind of fulfillment, happy family fulfillment. 9 of Wands, you got to keep persevering, got to get through some of these endings, got to get through some of these situations where you feel powerless, okay? Where you feel like there's no direction, you know that God wouldn't leave you hanging for too long. Ace of Cups is a spiritual and an emotional awakening and enlightenment. I also feel like there's going to be a new love for a lot of new things, okay? You can't let your worries get the best of you. You guys are really having to let go of somebody who continuously is a loudmouth, spoiled, rotten brat. Somebody who keeps you from making a move towards your passion and keeps you in a blockage and keeps you worried, concerned, and drained. Always wanting to sleep. Always wanting to, you know what I mean? Because you just feel the high priest is Taurus's energy. There's God in your favor. Communicate to him. All the times that you've ever felt inadequate, any time that you felt like you did not belong, he will make positive improvements in a side of a completion for you. Exactly what I'm feeling for you in this sense. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope that this helps you, Taurus, of course. You guys are amazing, and I will see you guys again soon. Much love to you all, always. You guys got this.